So we are doing chapter 7 of the second canto. This is scheduled incarnations with specific functions. Lord Brahma said, when the unlimitedly powerful Lord assumed the form of a boar as a pastime just to leave the planet Earth, which was drowned in the great ocean of the universe called the Garbhodaka, the first demon, Hiranyaksha, appeared and the Lord pierced him with his tusk. Again, short form में चल रहा है ये. So I'll explain slowly, okay? One by one I'll explain. The Prajapati first begot Sujanya in the womb of his wife Akuti, and Sujanya begot demigods headed by Soyama in the womb of the wife Dakshina. It is not Sujanya, it is Suyagya. Suyagya, as the Indra Deva, diminished great miseries in three planetary systems, upper, lower and the intermediate, and because he so diminished the miseries of the universe, he was later called Hari by the great father of mankind, Swayambhu Manu. Somebody's phone is ringing. The Lord then appeared as the Kapila incarnation, being the son of Prajapati Brahmana Kardama and his wife Devahuti, along with 9 other women sisters. He spoke to his mother about self-realization, by which in that with very lifetime she became fully cleansed of the mud of the material modes and thereby achieved the liberation, the path of Kapila. This is the various forms of the Lord which are again told in one single line, just to give you an idea that the particular form which lifted the earth on the tusk from the depth of the oceans. I don't know, one of you had asked me this question. How can that be? Right. Yeah, that day I think you asked me. So, earth was lifted out. And then the first demon was there, Hiranyaksha, who was pierced and who died. His brother was Hiranyakashyap. Hiranyakashyap's story is separate. His son, yes, and the other avatars. So like that, the various avatars are going to be happening one by one. All these stories are again like we should not go anywhere outside the solar system of our own body. Don't bother about going anywhere outside. You will find that our own birth is being described. There is no other birth described. We were there in the oceans. Okay. For diagrammatic representation, we can say, okay, that was that amniotic fluid and all that type of stuff. It's not exactly like that, but representation can be that. It only means that the human form, the form that we take, was lying in the depth of this. The earth is a form, took a form, it took a form. The earth was lifted by the boar. Boar is what? Avatar of a pig, a kind of a pig. Boar is a wild pig. Varaha. So it's a wild pig. So that has got 2 tusks like this. God is not like that. He is not going to come like a pig and he is going to. But it's a story. Just a story to tell you that how our own creation happened. It keeps on happening continuously. You will find that. I think you only asked me the question, when was the beginning of mankind and the end of 4th Yuga? The moment you are opening your eyes, the moment you are supposedly born, the world opens up. Till that point in time, where is the world? The world is nowhere. Correct? The world is nowhere to be seen. It's only when you close your eyes that the pralaya has happened and you are no longer there. So there is no such thing as, the whole world is going to go to the dogs and one day something is going to happen and all that. Sorry. This earth is billions and billions of years old. There is no such thing as destruction. What can happen is maybe some sort of a problem may occur wherein the entire of say India or some state may get wiped out. like they show in all these American Hollywood movies. ऐसा हो सकता है. But still, the Earth is not going to go anywhere. No asteroid, no planet, nothing is going to come and hit you like that. If it hits, then all our astronomy, astrology सब चला जाएगा, डूब जाएगा. तो ऐसा नहीं है. जो होना है वो होगा. उसके लिए हम लोगों को क्या करने का है? So the idea is the beginning of the creation in our world happens when we are just injected in our mother's womb. Injected in the sense we are actually inside the womb. And it has nothing to do with sperm and ovum and all that. All that nonsense you forget, please. It has nothing to do with the sperm has created this and the ovum has created this. It is just cell which is got one to another to another. It's like plant banana. But even that single cell carries that entity or no? So that is the most important thing. We are getting characteristics from our parents. But who we are is not coming from our parents. I'm sorry, it doesn't come from our parents at all. You are who you are. You are the greatest. Got it? Since you are that essence of the Lord. The parents, when they were born also, they are the essence of the Lord. It is nothing but a creation of Maya only. One to another, to another, to another. And just now I explained. It's like a cyclical form. It keeps on expanding, expanding, expanding. Then the Kapila's form came into the picture. Kapila was a Muni and his father was not there. So father left behind a young son who was already a great realized soul. And he told his son, see, your mother is over here. She should be given the knowledge. So first, I can definitely say emancipation of woman could be Kapila's mother, Devahuti. So Devahuti would be the first parent who got liberation in terms of a woman. Alright. Then the great sage Atri prayed for offspring, and the Lord, being satisfied with him, promised to incarnate as Atri's son Dattatreya. And by the grace of the lotus feet of the Lord, many Yadus, Hayayas, etc. became so purified that they obtained both material and spiritual blessing. We will come across the story of Dattatreya again in this. But Dattatreya's father, Atri Muni, he told the Lord ki I would like to have a child, which was the form of the three lords put together. So Dattatreya is an incarnation of all the three gods put together. To create great planetary systems, I had to undergo austerities and penance. And the Lord, thus being pleased with me, incarnated in the four Sanas: Sanaka, Sanat Kumar, Sanadana, and Sanatan. In the previous creation, the spiritual truth was devastated, but the four Sanas explained it so nicely that the truth at once became clearly perceived by the sages. I already explained to you when this thing was happening, the Vedas had completely got destroyed. So the four sons of Brahmaji were put together so that it could be brought ahead. To exhibit the personal way of austerity and penance, he appeared in twin forms of Nara and Narayana. In the womb of Murti, the wife of Dharma and the daughter of Daksha. Celestial beauties, the companions of Cupid, went to try to break his vows, but they were unsuccessful, for they saw that many beauties like them were emanating from him, the personality of Godhead Krishna. So again, one more story of Nar and Narayan will also be told. Again, the story of Daksha Prajapati. Daksha, who is his father, the father of. Then Cupid. Cupid is Kamdev and his wife Rati. We will be told their stories also, and how they tried to disrupt the vows. The vows of Shivji and all were there. He didn't want to get married and all. So all these are also going to be discussed. Great stalwarts like Lord Shiva can by their wrathful glances overcome lust and vanquish it. Yet they cannot be free from the overwhelming effect of their own wrath. Such wrath can never enter into the heart of him, the Lord, who is above all this. So how can lust take shelter in his mind? Shiva is the one-third form of the Lord. He had created these three forms, which is called Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. The third form, Shiva, was tainted by one anger, very, very powerful anger. You must have seen the form where he dances, the Tanda. That is the time when the whole world shakes, is said. He had also taken the vow that he is not going to get married. But finally he has to succumb to that as well. Okay. And then he was supposed to have not been overcome by lust because being such a powerful divinity. But when Mohini, the form of the Lord, comes in front of him, he is completely. Now you may say, ki, how come gods are falling down like this? There is a story in everything. The story is for us to understand. Otherwise, for us, for a very common soul, it will say, अच्छा ठीक है, भगवान भी मिस्टेक करता है, हम भी मिस्टेक करते हैं, तो भगवान में और मेरे में कोई फर्क नहीं है. It's very easy to get away with murder saying that. But what story are we going to do? Most probably we will be in that Parpana, whatever, Agra Hara jail. उधर जाके एक स्टोरी लिख सकते हैं हम लोग, उससे ज्यादा नहीं. बस. But no, the stories are very, very great. The story of Mohini and Shiva and their son put together. I'm sure we must have Ayyappa. The reason why Ayyappa came into the picture is because there was a certain demon that had to be destroyed. But demons does not mean some great Rakshasa out there who is going to do ha 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 like that with no, I'm sorry. There's nobody like that. It's the demon within us. So, but the stories are very beautiful. So we will take up the story as the story comes. I will tell you what it is. Like Shiva could fall down in all this anger and lust and all, the one person who can never do that is Krishna himself. Such wrath can never enter the heart of the Lord. That is Krishna, who is above all this. So how can lust take shelter in his mind? So in Krishna's world there is no such thing as lust also. Being insulted by sharp words spoken by the co-wife of the king, even in his presence, Prince Dhruv, no? Pole star as we call it, though only a boy, took severe penances in the forest, and the Lord, being satisfied by his prayers, awarded him the Dhruva planet, which is worshipped by great sages both upwards and downwards. Maharaj Vena went astray from the path of righteousness, and the Brahmanas chastised him by thunderbolt curse. By this King Vena was burdened with the good deeds and opulence, and was en route to hell. The Lord, by his causeless mercy, descended as his son, by the name of Prithu, delivered the condemned King Vena into hell, and exploited the earth by drawing all kinds of crops as produce. This is one more story of the Lord, which we are going to do. The Lord then appeared as the son of Sudevi, the wife of King Nabhi, and was known as a Sabhadeva, Rishabhadeva. He performed materialistic yoga to equibalance the mind. This stage is also accepted as the highest perfection, situation of liberation, wherein one is situated in oneself and is completely satisfied. This is one more story of the Lord which we will be doing in the future. These are scheduled incarnations. Scheduled means estimated time of arrival and departure, PTA and ETD. So, so the Lord appeared as the Hayagriva. incarnation in a sacrifice performed by me, Brahma. He is personified sacrifices, and the hue of his body is golden. He is personified Vedas as well, and the super soul of all demigods. When he breathed, all the sweet sound of the Vedic hymns came out of his nostril. One more form of his. At the end of the millennia, there would be a Vivasvat Manu of the name Satyavrata, would see the Lord in the fish incarnation. He is the shelter of all kinds of living entities. Matsya Avatar. Up to those in the earthly planets. Because of my fear of the vast water at the end of the millennia, the Vedas came out of my mouth, and the Lord enjoyed those vast waters and protected the Vedas. The next one is the primeval Lord then assumed the tortoise form incarnation, Kurma, isn't it? To serve as a resting place, that is a pivot of Mandara mountains. It's on top of the mountain that thing happened, which was acted as a churning rod. The demigods and the demons were churning the ocean of milk with the Mandara mountains in order to extract nectar. The mountains moved back and forth, scratching the back of the Lord Tortoise, while partially sleeping, was experiencing an itching sensation. Sounds very funny, no? The Krishna assumed the incarnation of Narsimhadev in order to vanquish the great fears of the demigods. He killed the demon Hiranyakashyap, who challenged the Lord with a club in his hand by placing the demon on his thigh and piercing it with his nails, rolling his eyebrows in anger, and showing his fearful teeth and mouth. Then the next one. The leader of the elephant, whose leg was attacked in the river by a crocodile of superior strength, was much aggrieved. Taking a lotus flower in his trunk, he addressed the Lord, saying, O original enjoyer, Lord of the universe, O deliverer, as famous as the place of pilgrimage, all are purified simply by hearing your holy name, which is worthy to be chanted. Krishna, after hearing the elephant's plea, felt the elephant needed his immediate help, for he was in great distress. Thus at once the Lord appeared there on the wings of the king of birds, Garuda, fully equipped with his weapon, the wheel, Chakra. With the wheel he cut to pieces the mouth of the crocodile to save the elephant, and he delivered the elephant by lifting him by his trunk. The Lord, although transcendental in all material modes, still surpasses all the qualities of the sons of Aditi, known as Adityas. The Lord appeared as the youngest son of Aditi, and because he surpassed in the planets of the universe, he was Krishna. On the pretense of asking for a measurement of 3 footsteps of land, he took away all the land of Bali Maharaj. He asked simply because without begging, no authority can take one's rightful possessions. That is one more avatar of his. Yes, Vama. Bali Maharaj put on his head the water washed from the lotus feet of the Lord, did not think of anything besides the promise, in spite of being forbidden by his spiritual master. You know his spiritual master, no? Shukracharya. Shukracharya is the master of all the Daityas, and Bali was the grandson, okay, of Prahlada. Prahlada is also from the Daitya. So his grandson was Bali. Bali Maharaj, who put on his head the water washed from the lotus feet of the Lord, did not think of anything besides the promise, in spite of being forbidden by his spiritual master. The king dedicated his own personal body to fulfill the measurements of the Lord's third step. For such a personality, even the kingdom of heaven, which he conquered by his strength, was of no value. He was a great bhakta also. O Narada, you were taught about the science of God and his transcendental loving service by Krishna in his incarnation of Hamsa Avatar. He was very much pleased with you due to your intense proportion of devotional service. He also explained unto you lucidly the full science of devotional service, which is especially desirable by persons who are soul surrendered unto Lord Vasudeva, Krishna himself. As the incarnation of Manu, the Lord, that particular book which we did, of Narad Muni, the highest devotional Narad Bhakti Sutra. That was taught to him at that time. Hmm? As the incarnation of Manu, the Lord became the descendant of the Manu dynasty and ruled over the miscreantly king order, subduing them by his powerful wheel weapon. Undeterred in all circumstances, the rule was characterized by his glorious fame. He spread over the three lokas, above them to the planetary system of Satyaloka, the topmost in the universe. The Lord in the incarnation of Dhanvantari very quickly cures a disease or ever diseased living entity simply by his fame personified, and only because of him do the demigods achieve long lives. Thus Krishna became even glorified. He even extracted a share from the sacrifice, and it is he only who inaugurated the medical science or the knowledge of the medicine in the universe. When the ruling administrators, who were known as the Kshatriyas, turned astray on the path of the absolute truth, being desirous to suffer in hell, the Lord in his incarnation as sage Parshuram uprooted those unwanted kings, who appeared as the thorns on the earth. Thus he thrice 7 times uprooted the Kshatriyas with his keenly sharpened chopper. That was the Parshuram avatar. Due to causeless mercy upon all living entities within the universe, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, along with his planetary extensions, appeared in the family of Maharajeshwako as the Lord of the internal potency. Sita, under the order of his father Maharaj Dashrath, he entered the forest and lived there for considerable years with his wife and the younger brother. Ravana, who was very materially powerful, with 10 heads on his shoulders, committed great offences against him and was ultimately vanquished. This is the Sri Ram and the Lakshman and Sita. Sri Ram and Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna are the same avatars which are there in the next yuga also, as Krishna, Balram, Pradyumna and Anirudh. Same avatars, all these four. The personality of Godhead Ramchandra, being aggrieved by his distant intimate friend, glanced over the city of enemy Ravana with hot eyes, red eyes, and like those of the Hara, the great oceans trembled in fear, gave him his way because his family members, the aquatics like the shark, snake, and crocodiles, were being burnt by the heat of the angry red hot eyes of the Lord. When Ravana was engaged in the battle, the trunk of the elephant which carried the kings of the heaven Indra broke in pieces, having collided with the chest of Ravana, and the scattered broken parts illuminated all directions. Ravana therefore felt proud of his prowess and began to loiter in the midst of fighting soldiers, thinking himself the conqueror of all directions. But his laughter, overtaken by joy, along with the very air of life, suddenly ceased with the tingling sound of the bows of Ramchandra, personality of Godhead. When the world is overburdened by fighting strength of kings who have no faith in God, the Lord, just to diminish the distress of the world, descends in his plenary portions. The Lord comes in the original form with beautiful black hair, and just to expand his transcendental glories, he acts extraordinarily. No one can properly estimate how great he is. There is no doubt about Lord Krishna being the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how was it possible for him to kill a giant demon like Putana? Putana is a Putana or Putana. Putana. She is the one who was trying to feed him poison milk. Correct? There are various other demons. If you actually do the Krishna avatar, there are various demons. But here they won't mention much because this is very small. Just we touch it and go. When he was just in the lap of his mother to overturn the cart with his leg, there was again the demon in the form of the cart. Okay. Then there was one demon there were two demons in the form of two trees. Like that. He was only 3 months old to uproot a pair of Arjuna trees, so high that they touched the sky, and he was only crawling. All these activities are impossible for anyone other than the Lord himself. Then also when the cowherd boys and the animals drank the poisoned waters of river Yamuna, after the Lord revived them with his merciful glance, just to purify the water of the river Yamuna. There was this one particular demon who was poisoned the entire Yamuna river. So when they drank the water, he was then he jumped into it as if playing and chastised the venomous Kalia snake which was lurking there, his tongue emitting waves of poison, who can perform such Herculean tasks by the Supreme Lord. Yes, that is the Kalia snake with his wives. And finally, he told him, "You can please go away from here." Again, if you go to the Purana, there is a story within story within story. There is an enmity between that snake and Garuda. Huh? So Garuda threw this snake out from there. So he came and he was staying over here. और फिर उसको इधर से भी जाके उधर वापस रहना पड़ा. And then he was told, you can stay over there. I will take care of Garuda. On the very night of the day of chastisement of the Kalia snake, when the inhabitants of the Vrajabhumi were sleeping carefully, there was a forest fire ablaze due to the dry leaves, and in appeared. All the inhabitants were sure to meet their death, but the Lord, along with Balrama, saved them simply by closing his eyes. Such are the superhuman activities of the Lord. When the cowherd woman, that is Yashoda, was trying to tie the hands of her son with ropes, she found the rope was always insufficient in length, and when she finally gave up, Lord Krishna by and by opened his mouth, wherein the mother found all the universe situated. Seeing this, she was doubtful in her mind, but she was convinced in a manner different by the mystic nature of her son. Actually, all these avatars that are there, they perform all these actions and then they go away. But it is not understood. The reason why it is not understood is because these are, beyond our normal material ken and understanding. We are going to use our material mind to understand all that. We can't understand. Krishna saved his father Maharaj Nanda Maharaj from the fear of demigod Varuna and released the cowherd boys from the caves of the mountain, for they were placed there by the son of Maya. Maya was another Rakshasa which he killed. Also in the inhabitants of Vrindavana, who were busy working during daytimes and sleeping soundly at night because of their hard labor in the day, Lord Krishna awarded promotion to the highest planet in the spiritual sky. All these acts are transcendental and certainly prove without any doubt his Godhead. When the cowherd men of Vrindavana, under instructions of Krishna, stopped offering sacrifices to heavenly king Indra, the whole tract of land known as Vraja was threatened with being washed away by constant heavy rains for 7 days. Krishna, out of his causeless mercy upon the inhabitants of Vraja, held up the hill known as Govardhana with one hand only, although he was only 7 years old. He did this to protect the animals from the onslaught of water. We say, you can go and see the mountain Govardhana over there. It's a massive mountain actually. You can do one pradakshana of that mountain also. Next to it are these two kunds which you can go, Radha and Krishna. When the cowherd men of Vrindavana under the okay, we have done this. When the Lord was engaged in the pastimes of the Rasa dance in the forest of Vrindavan, enlivening the sexual desires of the wives of the inhabitants of Vrindavan by sweet and melodious songs, a demon by the name of Shankachuda, a rich follower on the treasures of heaven, Kuvera, kidnapped the damsels and the Lord severed his head from his trunk. All demonic personalities like Pralamba, Dhenuka, Baka, Kesi, Arista, Chanura, Mustika, there are many of them actually. Kamsa, Yavana, Narkasura, Salva, Dvida, Monkey, Balwala, Dantavakra. All these stories we are going to do a little, so don't worry. So, it's like an excerpt. Would all fight vigorously, either with Lord Hari directly or with him under the names of Baldev, Arjun, Bhima, etc. Baldeva is Balaram. Arjuna you know, Bhima you know. So these are all the different forms of the Lord himself. And the demons were thus killed, would attain either the impersonal Brahma Jyoti or his personal abode in the Vaikuntha planet. So all these demons that got killed by the Lord or by his expansions were able to achieve the Vaikuntha. The Lord himself in his incarnation as the son of Satyavati, Vyasdev, will consider his compilation of the Vedic literature to be very difficult for the less intelligent persons with short life, and thus he will divide the tree of Vedic knowledge into different branches according to the circumstances of the particular age. Vyasdev, when when the atheists, after being well versed in the Vedic scientific knowledge, annihilate inhabitants of different planets, flying unseen into the sky of well-built rockets prepared by great scientist Maya, the Lord will bewilder their minds by dressing himself attractively as Buddha and will preach on sub-religious principles. Sub-religious principles. It is depending on the particular incarnation, What is the need for the incarnation? That the incarnation takes place. Thereafter the end of Kali Yuga, where there exists no topics on the subject of God, even at the residence of the so-called saints and respectable gentlemen of the three higher castes, and when the power of government is transferred to the hands of ministers elected from the low-born Shudras class or those less than them, and when nothing is known of the techniques of sacrifice, even by the world, at that time the Lord will appear as a supreme chastiser. You can tell me if this is not coming true.
So Lord will appear as the supreme chastiser.
Yeah. At the beginning of the creation, there are tenants. That is myself, Brahmaji and Prajapatis, the great sages who generated them. During the maintenance of the creation, there was Lord Vishnu, the demigods and the controlling powers, and the kings of different planets. But at the end, there is irreligion. And then Lord Shiva and the atheist full of anger, etc. All of them are different representative manifestation of the energy of the Supreme Lord, of the supreme power of the Lord. Who can describe completely the progress of Vishnu? Even the scientists who might have counted the principles of the atoms of the universe cannot do so, because it is He only who is the form of the Trivikrama, move his legs effortlessly beyond the topmost planet, Satyaloka, up to the neutral side of the three modes of the material nature, and all were moved. Neither I nor all the sages born before you know the full omnipotent personality of God. So what can others who are born after us know about him? Even the first incarnation of the Lord, namely Shesha. Shesha is again, yeah, has not been able to reach the limit of such knowledge, although he is describing the qualities of the Lord with 10,100 faces. That means thousands of faces. Shesha himself, that is Adishesh Balram himself or Lakshmana, is describing the Lord, but still not able to describe the Lord. But anyone who is specifically favored by the Lord, due to unalloyed surrender unto the service of the Lord, can overcome the insurmountable ocean of illusions and can understand the Lord. But those who are attached to this body, which is meant to be eaten by the end by dogs and jackals, cannot do so. That means those who are trapped in the material world and are always thinking about their bodies, they cannot get out of this. So only one thing is the most important part over here. Even if you don't remember any of the incarnation, it does not matter. You just need to have devotional service to the Lord. But nothing beyond that is needed. O Narada, although the potencies of the Lord are unknowable and immeasurable, still, because we are all surrendered souls, we know how he acts through Yogamaya potency. And similarly, the potencies of the Lord are also known to all-powerful Shiva, the great king of the atheist family, Prahlad Maharaj. That is Hiranyakaship's Swayambhu Manu, his wife Shatrupa, his sons and daughters like Priyavrata. These are all the beginning of our sages. Uttanapada, Akuti, Dehohuti and Prasuti. Prachinavari, Ribhu, Anga, the father of Vena, Maharaj Dhruva, Vishwaku, Aila, Muchkunda, Maharaj Janaka, Dadi, Raghu, Ambarisha, Sagara, Gaya, Nahusha, Mandata, Alarka, Satadhane, Anu, Rantidev, Bhishma, Bali, Amrutarya. अभी ये सब नाम सबके बच्चे लोगों को आते हैं. Yesterday I heard some two very funny names, isn't it?
Mayuk and Mahira.
Yeah. Bilipa. Subhari, Uttanta, Sibi, Devala, Pipalada, Saraswata, Uddhava, Parashara, Burisena, Vibhishana, Hanuman, Sukdev Goswami, Arjuna, Arstisena, Vidura, Shrutadeva. Surrendered souls, even from groups leading sinful lives, such as women, laborer class, mountaineers, and the Siberians. Siberians? I really don't know what Siberians are about. Those who are staying in the cold places. Or even the birds and the beasts. I mean, imagine Siberians are supposed to be lower caste.
Just about the birds.
Yeah. Huh?
Limited to women.
Yeah, imagine. What they don't know is today what is going to happen in the coming few months, months and years, don't worry. They'll come to know about it. Yeah. Then also know the science of Godhead. Okay. And become liberated from the clutches of illusory energy. Illusory energy is Maya. By surrounding unto the pure devotees of the Lord and by following in their footsteps in devotional service. Don't bother about any other thing except the devotional service of the Lord. What is realized as the absolute Brahma is full of unlimited bliss without grief. This is certainly the ultimate phase of the Supreme Enjoyer, Krishna. He is eternally void in all disturbances and fearless. He is completely consciousness as opposed to matter, uncontaminated without distinction. He is the principal primordial cause of all causes and effect, in whom there is no sacrifice for fruitive activities, and in whom the illusory energy does not stand. You want to know about this? Very simply translated, it only means that please stop asking Krishna for any material benefit. One line answer. Because Krishna is not going to give you. you want any kind of material benefits, you have to go and ask all his assistants. They are only capable of giving. If you ask Krishna for it, he is going to say, I'm sorry, I don't have anything to give.
Guruji,
हाँ जी.
Guruji, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
बट सुदामा ने जब पूछा कृष्णा को तब कैसे दिया कृष्णा ने?
पूछा नहीं.
उसने पूछा थोड़ी था. And Krishna also never said that he has given.
It's just automatic.
No, you don't understand. Krishna doesn't utter words. Understand? See, in our normal, at least some language में बोलेगा, बॉस भाई अपने को थोड़ा है ना पैसा मांगता है, तो भाई बोल के भाई ऐसा बोलेगा, अच्छा 1 लाख रुपए निकाल के दे, चलो, इतना तो बोलेगा ना. कृष्णा वो भी बात नहीं करता. उसके पास जाएंगे, पेटिशन भी लेके जाएंगे तो बोलेंगे बाजू में रख दो, चल हटा सावन की गड्ढा.
Speechless, no, he didn't ask him.
He doesn't say anything. What happens is Sudama is not able to utter one word also. Sudama has gone there with a petition. Okay, he forgets it because he's brought those poha, as you call it. No? What do you call it? Avalaki. Correct? No, very lucky. So he's taken that and given to the Lord. Okay, and Lord is putting one like this in his mouth. His wife, after he eats one, his wife says, "Shh, don't eat second one. You have got, triglycerides and all the problems in the world." Okay. What? You don't eat all those things. हाँ? हाँ, लिपिड प्रोफाइल में बहुत प्रॉब्लम आया उसको, तो बोला नहीं करने का कुछ भी. So why his wife stops? You know what? If he eats double, no, that fellow will get double the quantity in his place. Double benefits. So that he should get only sufficient, not more. So that is the reason why she allows him only one, bus, only little taste. Okay, no extra. So Krishna never gives like that. And if he has to give, he is never going to tell you he is given. If you go and ask him, he is going to say, I don't know. Sorry boss, I don't know. Okay, I'll continue. We will take up your question, okay? In such a transcendental state, there is no need of artificial control of mind. mental speculation or meditation as performed by the jnanis and the yogis. One gives up such process as heavenly king Indra forgoes the trouble to dig away. So the previous line and this line. And in this line, what is he saying? No need of meditation, no need of doing gymnastics, no yoga and all that. You don't have to do anything. That means माइंड को भी कंट्रोल करने का जरूरी नहीं. कृष्णा को फॉलो करने का है ना. डोंट बॉदर अबाउट योर माइंड कंट्रोल, डोंट बॉदर अबाउट मेंटल स्पेकुलेशन. मतलब वी कीप ऑन थिंकिंग ओम 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 करके करते हैं कि नहीं. कृष्णा के साथ ओम ओम करने का भी जरूरी नहीं, नो नीड. थर्ड ही सेज मेडिटेशन भी करने का जरूरी नहीं. यू डोंट इवन हैव टू मेडिटेट. All this is performed by whom?
Yeah.
The jnanis and the yogis. वो लोग भी करते हैं तिगड़मबाजी. ज्ञानी लोग करेंगे और योगी लोग करेंगे. कृष्णा को पाने के लिए ये कोई भी चीज का जरूरी नहीं है. So don't bother, don't come up with any special formulas for reaching Krishna. Only one formula: surrender, faith, surrender. What?
Love
You know?
Love and devotion.
Don't know. Okay, love and devotion. Four pointed formula. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faith, surrender, love, devotion. 4 things, and that is it. You are home. So one gives up such process as, just like Indra had to give up, in the same way, you have to give up all these processes. Please don't bother about meditation. I want to meditate. कोई जरूरी नहीं है. मेडिटेशन होने वाला नहीं है. भूख लगेगा. वही मेडिटेशन के टाइम पे ना बोलेगा अभी कैन आई हैव सम इडली डोसा और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सम्राट, यू आर लाफिंग, बट दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंस टू एवरीबॉडी. ओके, नेक्स्ट दे विल से if you want to do yogasan and all that, what you are going to do yogasan? You say I can't even bend, my stomach is coming in the middle. I mean, I have to say like that, maybe you don't have to say. So that is also there. So there is no need of any of these. No mental agitation also. Mental agitation बोलेगा तो हम लोग फोकस करते हैं ना ऐसा करके, तो फोकस करने का भी कोई जरूरी नहीं है. फिर उसके बाद कोई कंट्रोल ऑफ माइंड भी करने का जरूरी नहीं. What he is saying in this is, so it does not mean that कल से है ना let us become टपोरी, बोला ऐसा नहीं है. वो टपोरी बनने की बात नहीं कर रहे. वो क्या बोल रहे हैं, तुम्हारा माइंड मेरे पास गिरवी रखो. समझा? Put your mind at my feet. Dedicate every activity of yours to me. That means Krishna अर्पण. अर्पण करना. कोई भी एक्ट तुम करते हो वो मेरे पास अर्पण कर देना. Don't say I did it, I did it, I did it. No need of mental speculation. You see, my form is eternal form. Go inside of you, does not matter even if you meet some other person over there. I am that only. You know why I am saying these words? There are lots of people amongst us who have, they have meditated and they have seen forms like Sai Baba and all, Ram Krishna Ji. Everybody is seeing all different forms. Don't bother about it. It is me alone करके वो बोलेगा. I am that. So don't worry. Whatever form that you love, that form I will show you. ऐसा करके बोलते हैं. So now I think you got these answers here, no? So from tomorrow, no need of meditation. क्या? Hello. Sorry, you are reporting to me. So you better do little meditation at least. Okay? Right. See, when does this happen, This happens when you are completely surrendered to the Lord. But our surrender never happens because our ego is always in our I, me, myself. So where is the question of I, me, myself and surrender to the Lord? Both things cannot happen. I, me, myself surrender to the Lord. It's only when we surrender completely at the feet of Krishna, then everything is perfect. But the surrender has to be complete. You cannot say 50% तेरा 50% मेरा. ठीक है, तू देने का काम कर, मैं लेने का काम करता हूँ. ऐसा नहीं है, वो पहले ही उसका पहला लाइन में उसने बोला मैं नहीं देता है, इसीलिए ऑलरेडी प्रीएम्प्टेड यू, बोला मैं तो देता ही नहीं, क्या तुमको देने का रहेगा तुम दो. So what you got to give is called offering. Offering of your mind. Remember, the greatest offering is of your mind. He is not asking you to overcome the mind. He is telling you surrender the mind to my feet. मैंने तुमको बोला जाके उधर खड़ा रहे, तो खड़ा रहने को आना मत. क्यों, किस लिए खड़ा रहने का? उधर गाड़ी आके ठोकेगा, ये वो सब कोई जरूरी नहीं है. गाड़ी नहीं आएगा, उस दिन स्ट्राइक रहेगा. Seriously, you know, he can tell you go tomorrow over there and you play cricket over there in the middle of the road, and you will wonder, you know, ये ऐसा कैसा बोलता है, क्रिकेट खेलेगा कैसा बीच में, उधर से तो मेन रोड है, गाड़ी जाता है. Don't worry, next day everything will be closed and you can safely play cricket over. See, this is how the whole preempting happens. But we need to have faith. The faith is the most important thing. Okay. Some of us heard the story of Baba's, no? Where he said not to tell that person to go out and get something from the market. That is how it is. You don't have to bother about it. It will happen. Krishna is the supreme master of everything auspicious. Because of results of whatever actions are performed by the living beings in either the material or spiritual existence are awarded by the Lord. That means all fruits are awarded by Krishna himself. So you cannot say that he is not giving. He is giving, but he is not going to accept it. As such, he is the ultimate benefactor. So he is the one who is your benefactor. He is the one who signs your checks also. Okay. So, yeah. Every individual living entity is unborn, and therefore, even after the annihilation of the material elementary body, the living entity exists exactly like the air within the body. My dear son, I have now explained in brief the Supreme Krishna, who is creator of the manifested world. Without him, Hari the Lord, there is no other cause of the phenomenal or the nominal existences. O Narada, this science of the God, Srimad Bhagavatam, was spoken to me in summary by this Krishna, and it was spoken as the accumulation of his diverse potencies. Please expand this science yourself. Please describe the science of Godhead with determination and in a manner by which it will quietly possible for the human beings to develop transcendental devotional service unto Krishna, the super soul of every living being and the summum bonum source of all energies. All put together, all the energies, all the potencies in the world, everything is at the feet of the Lord Krishna alone. The Lord's activities in association with his different energies should be described, appreciated, and heard in accordance with the teachings of the Supreme Lord. If this is done regularly with devotion and respect, one is sure to get out of the illusory energy of the Lord. Illusory energy, it's only when we surrender at the feet of the Lord, and all the illusory energy, that is Maya. Maya's effect won't be there. So you are not ever going to get troubled by Maya herself. So this ends the chapter 7. After this we will do chapter 8, which is questions of King Parikshit next time. So now you can ask your question. You finished playing over there or what? What? You're putting all those effects in your head and all. What? See? Tell me. Unmute your microphone and tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, shall I ask a question?
Of course.
Yeah. Guruji, you told Shiva and Mohini. From them, Ayappa came, right?
Yeah.
And you said that Ayappa came for a purpose of destroying the demon, but the demon is not somebody outside, inside ही बोल के.
Yeah.
तो did Ayappa come as a guru to teach some people to remove the demons inside them, or how is it? I mean, how does it relate to?
How does he sit? Have you seen Ayappa how he sits?
ऐसे हाथ ऐसे रहता है.
Gone to a temple of Ayappa.
Yeah,
Where?
I don't remember, but I have gone.
Okay. He sits in a very funny pose. Yeah. You know, Ayappa is the son of two gods, by the way. There is no goddess over there. Okay. Harihara Putra.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
हाँ. So you will wonder हरिहर पुत्र आया किधर से? तुम्हारा गंदा दिमाग नहीं लगाना इधर. हाँ. In the churning of the ocean again doesn't mean anything outside. Churning of the ocean happens inside of us. Okay. The demons on one side and the gods on the other side, they are pulling the snake. What is the snake's name? Vasud.
Vasud.
Yes. Now, while they are pulling, what happens? There are various things which come out from there. One of that is called the Amrit. Amrit is nectar, eternal. पीने के बाद, not from some distillery and all, sir. Amrit. Okay, that is something which will give you a long life. अमर बनाने के लिए अमृत, समझा? Now the thing was the Amrit was to be equally distributed. Now if it was equally distributed, there is going to be a problem, correct? Right? So what happened was, Vishnu had to take a form. Now that form has to be so nice and beautiful and all that, very enticing form. What? So Vishnu takes a form and goes and starts pouring this nectar in different gods. First gives the gods. There is one demon who comes over there disguised. He also gets it. So he is also Amar. You know his name? What? He sits in your astrological chart, you know. Yes. Yeah. So he sits over there in your astrological chart. He is the only person who came out of turn. Okay. The demons didn't get, but Shiva gave them a vardhan, by the way. And their guru is able to resurrect every demon. Resurrection can be re-established. So demons can never be killed. They are just like virus. Virus you can kill or what? Virus lives inside your body, isn't it?
Only dormant.
Huh? They are only lying dormant, yes. So virus is like that, are dormant. So all the negative qualities are dormant in every human being. You cannot kill the negative quality. Please understand. If you are a lazy bone, I am sorry, even when you are dying, you are going to be lazy bone. Okay? Your quality you cannot change. Imagine a pig. You think a pig can be put in a very beautiful place, given nice velvet and all that to sit? You think the pig will be happy or what? It will want to go and lie in some gutter somewhere. Pigs are all like that. So human nature is also like that. If we are used to telling lies, मैं जो कुछ भी सच बोलूंगा, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. वो गीता का ऊपर हाथ क्या तेरा, तो किसी का भी बीवी का नाम गीता रहेगा, उसका भी सर के ऊपर हाथ रख के वही झूठी बोलने वाला है. Oh, by the way, I'm very sorry. तो कभी सच बोलने वाली चीज नहीं है, सब झूठ ही बोलते रहेंगे. तो जिनको झूठ बोलना है, and even till the end they'll keep on telling lies. See, we always think, that I have changed, I have undergone a change. I was such a angry person before, and now I've become so mild. You will find people are going to talk like this. Okay, or they will say, earlier I used to sleep so much, now I don't sleep at all. ऐसा भी बोलने वाले लोग हैं. मतलब पहले ना मैं टाइम पास करता था, अभी मैं बहुत हार्ड वर्क करता हूँ. It is a perception. It's your own perception. It is the perception that you are finally given. वो बोलते हैं ना, पहनाते हैं पिलाते हैं, बोलते हैं ना, वैसा है, पहनाते हैं. बोला कल से तू है ना बोलने वाला नहीं. You know that hypnotist, what he does like this, like this, like this, like this. He says now you can do this. So we hypnotize ourselves. It is nothing but self-hypnotism. We start believing in that and we have become very good people. कभी कुत्ते का दुम को स्ट्रेट किया है क्या कभी? नहीं ना. हम लोग भी वैसे ही, कुत्ते की दुम कभी स्ट्रेट होने वाले नहीं. So what can be done? This question was asked and I was giving an answer. Let me tell you what you can do. First and foremost, everybody has negative qualities, which is called the demons. Okay? The negative qualities are having negative and positive connotations. मतलब anger जो है, anger. Now if an anger is there, you can have negative and positive as well. Negative means you can go and break the whole world and destroy it. Positive means when you positively channelize your anger, you can become the strongest man in the world. If you see some of the greatest leaders, they are called, even the lady who died 1 or 2 months ago was called the Iron Lady of United Kingdom, Margaret Thatcher. People used to be scared of her. She had channelized her energy of that anger and that straight, she could look at a person and cut the person into two. So she was ruling with a very beautiful, the kingdom of UK was ruled very nicely under her. Same, there was another lady called Golda Meir. I don't know whether you know, Golda Meir was the Prime Minister of Israel. Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. She was also the Iron Lady of India. People were very scared of her. But she was a very good ruler. See, it's not that people don't do mistakes, people do mistakes. In the same way, a human being is also going to do some mistakes. It does not matter. There are no mistakes actually. There are no mistakes. Channelizing that energy. Suppose you are always feeling sleepy. Okay. Why you cannot take a BPO job at the day in the night where you don't want to sleep? You can take up that job, isn't it? See, during daytime you want to only fall ऐसा करके किधर भी जो सोने का आता है, तो क्यों नहीं ले सकते हम लोग ऐसा जॉब? Like full night, so you are like an owl looking like this. So your nature is owl nature. गुब्बड़ बोलते हैं हम लोग ना. हाँ. So if you are like an owl nature, naturally you can stay awake in the night. So take up all these BPO, TPO, all the jobs in the middle of the night. Who says you can't?
Watchman का job.
तो ठीक है.
वॉचमैन का जॉब.
मैं वैकेंसी निकालता हूँ. तेरे को आने गए. So like that, these are called negative tendencies, which are supposed to be demonical in nature. Demonical in nature. There is a lady who is she likes to drink. She's around 60 or 60, 62 years old. She is a connoisseur of different wines in the world. And you see her program in one of those channels. She goes to different places and tastes different wines. So she has turned the disadvantage into an advantage. Okay, so like that, in the same way, there was a great fighting champion called Muhammad Ali. Have you heard of Muhammad Ali?
Yes.
Cassius Clay. He was called Cassius Clay.
So he had such a powerful punch. I mean, he could do anything with one punch. So he became one of the world's greatest boxers, you know, the greatest. He was called Muhammad Ali, and his name was something else, Cassius Clay and all that, or something else. So he became a heavyweight world champion. So you can use your energies, you can use your powers, yes, in a very positive way. Instead of singing limericks, you know, लिमरिक्स बोलेगा तो हम लोग स्कूल में है ना गंदा गंदा गाना गाते थे, 4 लाइनर्स वगैरह, मालूम है? हाँ, तो वैसे 4 लाइनर्स भगवान कृष्ण के लिए गाओ ना, वही लाइन्स कृष्ण के लिए गाओ. You know, it will become such a beautiful song. You don't know.
बॉस कौन है मालूम है क्या?
हाँ, बॉस कौन है मालूम है क्या? So instead of singing over there, you sing over here. Boss कौन है मालूम है क्या? What man? Boss is only Krishna. So when you look and sing to him, the same song will turn so beautiful. I'm not joking. Any love song that is there, one boy sings to a girl, you sing it to Krishna and see what happens to the song. It becomes a very beautiful song. परसों किसी ने तो भी वो रंजना क्या पता नहीं, कुछ तो भी ऐसा ही नाम का, व्हाट्स
घूम लटके पट मुझे पिया मिलेंगे.
किसका कौन सा पिक्चर है वो, रांझा रांझाना ऐसे कुछ पिक्चर का एक सॉन्ग भेजा था किसी ने तो भी, आई थिंक ब्रिटो यू सेंट वन सॉन्ग, आई थिंक
तो ये पिया मिलेंगे.
हाँ.
सुने वाला सॉन्ग.
So that song is now you sing it to Krishna and you see what happens. It's a beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
So in the same way, you will find that the negative energy, which is the demonical nature, is also doing the churning, and they are also given immortality. Doesn't mean that you fall into the khadda. No, you can rise above. You know, yesterday we were discussing where these levels are. Below the level, below, okay. That is the full world of the demons. But you look at that, in Russia there is this Olympics, some games are going on. You will find that there is this person from Africa. He is come first, no, 100 meter, 200 meters and all. Usain Bolt. Look at his legs. You see his legs. He was a person who was without even footwear, and today he is the #1 runner. So you can use those negative energies also. You don't need specific shoes, but yes, just now at this given moment in time, he can afford everything. So coming back to your question, when this churning was happening, this Amrita was given to all the gods. The role of that particular thing is over. Then what do you do? So you will find that Mohini, the particular form which was required at that moment in time, was a very enticing form. Every demon wanted her. क्या चल धन्नो, बसंती की क्या, what बसंती की खतरे में है, something इज्जत. So Basanti was our great Mohini. So all these demons were after her. So Shivji said, okay, I will take charge, and he took charge. Got it? It's better to be with the hero than the villain, isn't it? Imagine that. अभी आज के दिन में अगर शोले पिक्चर में हीरोइन अगर अमजद खान के साथ रहती तो क्या होता? तो इसीलिए it is always better the hero gets the heroine, right? So the hero gets the heroine, and one child is born, and that is this great god called Ayyappa. Ayyappa's birth was very, very important. Now what is Ayyappa? Shiva, where does Shiva stay? Where? Yes, very good. I'm very happy. And where does Vishnu stay? In the heart, okay. The churning is happening somewhere in the middle. Okay. Remember, we have just now done so many stories indeed. One of the stories is of that Meru mountain which is being turned, Kurma Avatar. Right? Wrong. So while that is happening, a lot of poison comes out of it. See, these are different stages which are there. I will be discussing all these stages slowly. Just now I don't want to complicate your brain. So this particular avatar is a formation again over here. This place. Here. समझ में आया? So when this particular avatar takes charge, you will find that there is a particular demon that needs to be killed. The demons are properties that we have. Properties means, let us say for example, sometimes we have that was Harley Davidson. That was one demon, yes. वो उसको अगर बंद करने का रहेगा तो उसमें साइलेंसर डालने का जरूरी है, बराबर है? So the demon would be that big noise and the silencer would be to remove the noise, correct? So these are the two qualities which are balancing each other out, isn't it? So suppose if I, now in me, if there is a lot of acidity, what do? We take antacid, isn't it? Something
Eno bulbul hai.
Huh?
Eno bulbul hai.
Eno.
Why is it here?
Huh?
Why is it here in person? The effect is not there.
So you have to take an antacid. An acid is reduced by antacid. Now, if you take the negative, the positive is going to remove the effect. Correct? So you will find that the gods are these kind of effects which nullify these negative effects in a human being. What? Did you understand? But once you remove the negative effect, what is the use of that particular god? No, nothing is required, no? You see, if your stomach is upset and you take Hajmola, you can't keep on taking Hajmola all the time, isn't it? What? Full time you take Eno, you are going to go for you know where, no? So Eno can only be taken when your stomach is having some issues. After the issue is removed, that God's effect is finished. His job is over. So there is no need for that particular divinity to be there. Got it? Right? So it is like, if the God remains over there, what happens? Let us say, kadwa, karela. Karela jab khate, karela you understand? I don't know what is karela called in Kannada. हाँ? आगलकाय, ठीक है? आगलकाय के पीछे पागलकाय, मतलब उसको आगलकाय को कड़वा से मीठा बनाने के लिए क्या लगेगा? या जैगरी या फिर sugar, one of the two, isn't it? Now you just keep on adding more and more of sugar. What is going to happen?
वो वैसे स्वीट ही रहेगा.
स्वीट नहीं रहेगा, डायबिटीज होएगा तेरे को. क्या? एवरीडे स्वीट खाएगा तो क्या होएगा?
डायबिटीज.
कभी ना कभी तो डायबिटीज होएगा ना. So that is the reason why you cannot continue that thing. So the effect of the demon and the god has to be finished off at that point in time and not carried forward. So it is required that, let us say for example, somebody has come and told you, we do these prayers. वो क्या बोलते हैं? ये निकालने के लिए वो करो, वो निकालो, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? शांति. हाँ?
होम.
परिहार. यस, शांति करते हैं ना. वो परिहार करने के टाइम पे ना वो गॉड को एक उतना ही टाइम तक रखने का जरूरी रहता है. उसके बाद not required. So that is all. So even Ayappa has a particular tenure only till the time you have certain affliction. एफ्लिक्शन, एफ्लिक्शन समझ में आया? कोई गलत चीज हो रही है तभी तक वो भगवान का जरूरी है, तो उसके बाद का कोई जरूरी नहीं है.
That's why they affect them only 42 days.
Yes, that is why they wear clothes only for that many days and all that. Got it? काला कपड़ा डालता है ना, क्या सफेद कपड़ा, कौन सा कपड़ा डालता है? काला कपड़ा डालता है. हाँ, अभी 3 टाइप का है.
काला,
Orange.
ऑरेंज, सब कौन सा सब पसंद है.
सब mix हो गया.
हाँ.
Now एक क्वेश्चन है, अभी आपने बोला कि that particular deity's work is only to attend to that affliction.
Correct.
So where does the deity go after that? It's in our body only.
Yeah. It is benign. Yeah, it becomes benign.
You invoke the deity.
हाँ, ये benign बोलेगा तो उसका जो इफेक्ट है वो खत्म हो गया, फिर उसके बाद उस तरफ देखने का जरूरी नहीं है. Till next year again when you
Cyclic.
what got it or no? You know, we eat a lot during certain festivals. Then you require Eno. You don't require Eno all the time. What, Samrat?
Yeah.
हाँ,
सम्राट के लिए रोज चाहिए.
सम्राट के लिए रोज चाहिए. रामकृष्ण जी बोल रहे हैं.
सब सम्राट को छेड़ते हैं वहाँ पे.
Guruji, one more thing.
हाँ, one more thing, yeah.
He's not aware his boss is here, that's why.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. She's asking something.
Who?
Rajesh also said she has some question.
No, you go ahead. I'll ask later. I'll ask next
Tell
after.
me.
Okay. So is Ayyappa related to affliction related to the body or in the spiritual world?
Both the worlds, boss. Spiritual world also, and your the hajma इधर भी खराब होता है, उधर भी खराब होता है.
It happens in 3 places.
In all the places it happens. Same thing happens everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? What? Indigestion can happen to you and can happen to the gods also. Don't worry. What? You know, na, in one of the stories, Kali, you know Kali?
Yes.
She has to eat all those rakshasas. Not one drop should fall out.
Yeah.
Imagine what kind of indigestion she must have got after eating rakshasas. Only negative energy. So if you ever go to Kali temple, you see her form, big tongue like that, with her eyes, smoldering eyes, you will find her. Extremely dangerous, but very benevolent goddess. But she is only good in some places. Good in the sense, only worshipped in a particular manner, she will be very benevolent. In certain places, she is very deadly. Got it? Her form say in one particular place, like we had gone to this place called Dakshineshwar, is a very benevolent form, is a very nice, mild form. But the same form in another place called Kali Ghat is a very dangerous form. It's an extremely violent form. So different places. Then there is another place called Tarapit. In Tarapit it is still more dangerous. Okay? If she is coming in the form of, you see, when you are doing your sadhana in the graveyard Kali is very dangerous. Her name is Mashan Kali. That's extremely dangerous form. You don't want to meet her, boss. Got it? So all forms are there, different for different purposes. Some people worship one form, some people will worship another form. It's like a dog will worship dog god. What? Cat will worship cat god. Cat is not going to worship your god. Correct? No or no? Yes. Because they don't understand your language. Did you get what I am trying to say? Every individual with his tendencies, with the qualities, will be very, very particularly praying to a particular type of a god or a divinity. Got it? Yes, no.
Yes.
You have your Ishta also or no?
Yes.
In your family, your mother, father will say, we have a कुल देवत, कुल देवता करके बोलते हैं उसको. कुल देवता
Yes.
होता है ना कि नहीं होता है? तो हर एक को अपना अपना कुल देवता होता है, इष्ट होता है, वो गुरु होते हैं, अलग अलग होते हैं. You can ask your family members, they will tell you. All right? Yeah, Raj, you were saying something.
You were talking about how Shivji has given for the demons, that's the Guru, right, Shukracharya, that he can resurrect them. So that the demons you talk about is the evil within us, right? So that means even if you kill, like you say, you have to overcome the demons, which means you kill them with your with the knowledge and you overcome them. But then when you say the Guru has the power to resurrect them, that means they're again immortal, right? They keep coming.
Yeah, they will. The qualities of a person, even if he says, I have given up, never goes away, no?
Yeah. So that, are you saying that even after they surrendering to the Master and Krishna, that they can never be able to overcome this?
See, it is not a question of never be able to overcome.
No, one of the things that you taught is that same negative is always converted into a positive qualities.
That is one of the techniques.
One of the techniques.
But one technique which I said, which was the most effective one was what?
Krishna.
See, the three things that were mentioned over there. One is the mind. I mentioned those three things. What does Krishna say? Don't bother about overcoming the mind. Does he say these words or no? Don't
That's
bother
another.
about.
That's the other question that I have.
Ah,
Because in Bhagavad Gita, you say you have to ceaselessly strive to overcome your mind, and it is my conviction that it can be controlled.
yes.
And you say that you have to have a firm resolute to overcome the mind. And
Yes.
here you're telling there is no need to overcome the mind. So this two
Correct.
things is little. Can you explain?
No, it is all from individual perspective. See, the perspective is like this. He over there, if you actually see the verse, he is talking to somebody in particular. Here, whom are we talking to? Do you know this book is for whom?
It's talking to Parikshit
Yes.
because he's going to die in 21 days. So in this, Sukadev is telling Parikshit the glories of Krishna, so that he can attain the personality of Godhead.
Correct. But in 21 days, suppose he goes and does only meditation, then what?
Then it's not possible. Okay, I got it.
So, the thing is, this verse is also applicable to every human being. The reason why it is applicable is this, because we try to overcome it. Try. Try means you are trying to put efforts. I'm trying, नहीं आ रहा है, trying नहीं हो रहा है, trying नहीं हो रहा है, sir, नहीं होने वाला है. First accept it. Accept it कि I am not the supreme Godhead or personality of Godhead. अभी होने वाला नहीं, ठीक है. Acceptance is very important. See, if anybody says that they have overcome the mind, they must be the biggest people, we can get 500 rupees from these people by admitting them. What? Nimans. Yes.
And
Yes, Vashishta Muni has said in that book when he's teaching Sri Ram that if somebody says they have overcome the mind, I will not believe.
Correct. So
They're
there
telling
is
lies.
question of overcoming the mind. So forget it. Oh, so accept it. I cannot overcome my mind. But can I put it at the feet of the Lord? Yes. The answer is yes. Surrendering is important, no? Why are you fighting constantly?
So surrendering means acceptance.
Yeah.
Accepting means prasad.
Acceptance is different. Surrender is different. Acceptance means I am a Beuda. Acceptance. First time. Okay. Surrender means what? God, I am going to say cheers to you and then I am going to drink.
All my waved up and at your feet.
Okay.
Okay.
I will offer it to you and then I will have. When you offer it to the Lord takes charge of it. But offering has to be complete. Surrender has to be there.
But it cannot
invitation also. They offered it, okay, so this is what you get.
Got it or no? So the idea is that you are not supposed to think कि है ना, I have given. No, that bhavana should not come. Bhavana is the feeling I am doing the great sacrifice. Sorry, Krishna will say I don't care about that. Get
So I
lost.
am doing it for the Lord and for the Lord alone. So that is the surrender.
Offer it at his feet, does not matter. Here also, when anybody will come and say, I do this thing, some say drinking, smoking, whatever the thing is. I never stop them. I will never stop them. I am not going to say, from tomorrow you don't do. They will go and do double. Okay, please understand. No, it is not about stopping anybody or trying to change anybody. It is turning it inwards towards the whole thing. See, today it has been logically proved that if you put agarbatti in your house, you are going to end up with asthma and all the problems in the world. There is a very big study that was conducted last month, and there is a very big paper that has come in the scientific journals stating jaw sticks are responsible for asthma and other issues, all problems. You know, everybody in India should have that. ऐसा नहीं है. क्या होता है, हम लोग वो ऑफर कर रहे हैं भगवान को, ऑफरिंग कर रहे हैं ना कि नहीं कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
अगर ऑफर कर रहे हैं तो सवाल कहाँ से आता है? You know, in many of the temples in India, they offer liquor to the gods. Have you seen them or no?
Yes.
There are lots of temples. They
Yeah.
offer liquor to the gods. Yes. You go to Rajasthan and all those places, they offer full aisa batli. And outside, you know, just outside this, just out,
Munishwara temple they offer.
yeah, Munishwara temple also they offer. That means what? Why are they offering? They are offering so that when you offer it at the feet of the Lord and then you have it as a prasad, it becomes benign. Doesn't mean that you overdo. Okay? मतलब है ना, एक क्वार्टर के बदले में मैं फुल एक खम्बा ला के देगा और बोलेगा I offer this.
But then that can be also misused, right?
वो नहीं चलेगा.
But that can also be misused, no? But for people to, that can be very easily converted as a
You must surrender there.
advantage. Okay, I now offer to Krishna and now I can drink how much ever I want, and that's what he said. So that can be
So it has to be true. The true offering has to be there. True offering coming from inside yourself.
When you offer, then you don't enjoy, right?
The enjoyer, here this verse was there, na? He is the enjoyer.
No, I'm saying when you offer it to Krishna,
Huh.
then you don't enjoy yourself. So this liquor you're saying you offer it to the Lord, and how can he enjoy it? It's not, no.
He is not supposed to, but you know how it is.
Now, in the last session that we did, you said Krishna says, I am the mind. He himself is the mind. So now then how can we offer it to him because he is that? So,
He is also Maya, no? Maya is also him, mind is also him, the world is him, everything is him. It is his own body part that we have removed. Yesterday we were discussing his own body part and we are offering it back to him.
right.
He accepts even that. Okay. Only thing is it should not be dirty mind. No dirty mind. Clean mind he wants. That means remove all the kachra that is there.
So talking about the purity of mind, which is what you're talking about, to purify the mind and then offer it to the Lord.
Correct.
Not talking just offer the mind. So overcoming the mind is basically purifying your mind.
Yeah. See, I am telling you one thing. Purification is also very, very funny word. Okay. I'll tell you how funny it is. हम लोग है ना इंडिया में गोमूत्र बोलते हैं. गोमूत्र का मालूम है मतलब
Of
क्या है?
course, that is cow's
Urine.
Urine.
Yeah.
Okay. We put it in the water little bit as a purifying agent and we can drink
sprinkle.
it.
Yeah.
No, we can drink it, boss.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now the same thing, you go to some foreign country, Europe or America, and say I put urine, cow urine in this for
It's a
purification,
bacteria, virus, and
they will put you in jail.
yeah,
Contamination and all that.
yeah,
So it is all in the
mind.
mind. So now think, it is not Gomutra that is being purified.
It's the mind that is being
Mind that is purified. So don't bother about purifying Gomutra and all those things. Don't worry, it is not about that. In Sai Baba's Satcharitra, he says, you know what? This person picks up a pinch of dust from the ground and gives it to one person and says, gives it to your daughter. And his daughter gets cured.
Cured, yeah. And he asked us to put in the water to drink, and
Yeah. So then what does it mean? It only
it's a
means-
faith.
It's about faith. It is about faith in your mind, isn't it? You got to have faith. So first word is faith. Samat,
Surrender,
surrender,
unconditional love,
love,
exclusive devotion.
devotion. 4 words is all that you require. Baki, you can go ahead and do what you want.
So overcoming the mind is basically purifying it. It's the purity.
Yeah.
Because we
Okay.
carry that muck, no? All the okay. So that means so the demons are going to always keep coming back. Meaning they just are going to, once you overcome, they're going to
Can't kill them.
Yeah,
And
I will tell you how prasad is given. You want to know how prasad is given?
yeah.
Okay. What do you like? You make that and you offer it to the Lord and then you eat it yourself. And you say, this is prasada.
No,
Think about it. How funny can that be? What I like, I make nicely and then I offer it to the Lord. Lord, please take it so that it becomes pure for me. No, there is no purity in the mind. Purity in the mind is what does the Lord like?
wants, but that it doesn't mean this is a motivated action because it's something I want. It's a motivated action.
So it is not about I, me, myself. It is about Tao. Tao. There is one story where he says the बच्चा रहता है गाय का बच्चा. Okay, the गाय का बच्चा does what? मा करता है ना, हम्मा करता है ना. So Ramakrishna ji says one day this cow will be caught. Okay, it will be skinned and then that thread is made. Have you ever seen how वो जो गद्दी बनाते हैं, गद्दी वाला? हाँ, गद्दी बनाते, गद्दी बनेगा तो your bed
Mattress.
or mattress. The mattress fellow has that thing and it point करता है. हमने देखा है कभी?
Cotton को shred.
हाँ, कॉटन को सेपरेट करने का मशीन है उसके पास. ओके, एंड वो कैसा आवाज करता है?
Down, down,
तू
down.
तू 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 करके. तो पहले वो अम्मा अम्मा करती है. अम्मा अम्मा मतलब मैं, और बाद में
तू
तू करता है. So always first it is all about I, me, myself, but you have to convert it into tu. So at the feet of the Lord, at the feet of the Lord, at the feet of the Lord. Not I, me, myself, I, me, myself, I, me, myself, converted into tu. And that's a story in Ramakrishna's book, which you can read. It's a beautiful story. Okay. Right, Senthil, Vito, anything?
The only word.
Oh yeah, you have one more. Okay, sir, tell me. Yes, Samrat.
I can ask it at the end if others have any other.
And now we are going to sing Janagana Mana. Tell me.
Okay. In the Bhagavad Gita, you had said that the Krishna has said that we should meditate on the four armed form, right? दो हाथ ऊपर और दो हाथ नीचे, वो शंख चक्र वो सब पकड़ के जो हाथ फॉर्म है वो एक में फूल रहता है. On that particular form, right? No, I'm just saying, is it mandatory to meditate only on that form, or any form of a saint is also fine?
It is not like that. What he says, if you are not able to focus, you use this benevolent form of mind. जब तक किसी का शादी नहीं होता है ना, तो वो हीरोइन को अपना है ना गर्लफ्रेंड समझता है. बोला ऐसा टाइप का बीवी मांगता है मेरे को. बराबर है कि नहीं? Yes, no.
Yeah.
You are laughing, man. This is how it is. Till you have not seen your girlfriend or your BV, till that you are going to think, Priyanka Chopra, Katrina Kaif, Karisma Kapoor. करिश्मा कपूर ने क्या उसमें करीना कपूर ऐसा ही मांगता है क्या बाद में बीवी आएगी तो सब भूल जाएगा हाँ करेक्ट है ना तो स्टार्टिंग में फॉर्म का रहना बहुत जरूरी है हाँ नहीं वो कान में डाल के बैठा है वो बीवी को सुनने को नहीं दे रहा
No, then you'll start imagining your wife as Kareena Kapoor or Katrina Kaif.
No, you select your wife.
Imagination, the greatest tool.
So starting में he is saying like that, he says you have to imagine that form. So initially your mind is very upset, you cannot focus. Because we are not able to focus, so we need some form. सामने रहना जरूरी है. Otherwise, how will you? And what you said, the second part is also correct. In some households, like in my household, you will find that we are guru, we pray to our gurus. Okay? So, guru is nothing but Sakshat Parabrahma. So, what we do is, in my house you will find Sai Baba's, picture is there, Murti is there. So, my forefathers, they used to pray. So we are also doing the same thing. So in my house it is like that. So you can definitely pray to the Guru actually, no problem. Got it?
One more thing. Like you had said that every Guru, like Shri Sai Baba, will have their own domain.
Huh.
So by constantly meditating on a Guru, will a person join the saint's domain?
No, why are you doing that? You are considering that particular form as the form of Krishna only, no? We are not bothered about domain, isn't it? Okay. Okay. What?
Okay.
Otherwise you will get an error, DNS error. What? So instead of the error coming, you only go to one domain. Super domain.
Okay.
Ekdam, supreme master domain. You don't have to go to local, otherwise .in, .com, .org, पता नहीं सब इसमें है ना लफड़ा होने वाला है. Yeah.
So we have to consider the saint as Krishna himself.
Now you got the answer. So consider like that, consideration. Got it? So when you look at that as that divine consciousness, we are not looking at a man, by the way. We are looking at the supreme divine consciousness in that individual. That form is there. Form is just the house, a ghar hai. That's it.
Okay.
Got it? So I can take your leave now?